So we all know that the EV sector is growing like crazy, and autonomous self-driving vehicles are slowly becoming a thing of reality. And in the future, I'm talking not too far in the future, I mean like the next 5 to 10 years, it could very well be a huge change to the cars that are out there today. And there's a company out there right now that are taking the steps to make technology to make these autonomous vehicles safer, and I think I'm about to go all in on this company. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, guys, then stick around to the very end of this video. I'm going to be giving you guys my next stock pick that I'm going. This is Zay bringing you only hustling game. So I read this article last night on Yahoo Finance about this company, ticker symbol LAZR. This is Luminar Technologies. Now, what's so crazy about this is actually a company that I was looking to get into last December. Thankfully, I didn't, because at that time, it was like around $40 something. It kind of peaked, and then it fell down to lost like 50%, and it went all the way down to about $15 as of right now. I wanted to show you guys this. We're actually going to be using Public today. We're going to go to Public, and we're going to take a look at the company itself. Right now that I'm recording this, it's not even 8 a.m. yet, but Luminar Technologies is trading at about $15.37. We look at their 1 year chart here, and we can see that on December 7th, they were at about $41.80. And slowly over time, as the months have gone by, it's kind of just fallen down. And reasons for this is it's just not meeting its expected revenue. It's not really making as much money as it's supposed to, but it still has a company valuation of $5.26 billion. So how is this company valued that much when it's not making any money? It's not meeting its earnings. Well, we're going to go into this article real quick on Yahoo Finance, and I'll actually leave a link in the description because it's actually quite extensive. It's really long. I'm not going to read through the whole thing and kind of bore you guys with the details. You can read it for yourself, but I actually found it really interesting. I think you will too. So this is a fireside chat. The commercial future of LAZR, I don't really know how to say that, is vehicle safety for now. So the thing is, the companies that are making these electric vehicles, these vehicles that are looking to go autonomous, such as, of course, Tesla, they use cameras, right? This company is using lasers and different optics, right? So a different technology than what Elon Musk is using, and apparently, I didn't know until this article, Elon Musk is actually very against this kind of technology. But these guys are basically saying that our technology is superior in the fact that it can be safer, and that's what they're looking to get into. So here we go. It says that LAZR helps cars do the seeing, making cars safer as a result. But this technology also has the potential to completely change the way we think about driving, and even potentially create an uncrashable vehicle in the future. Now, Luminar says that's changing is one of a handful of LAZR companies saying that they've found creative ways to bend light and use technology like network processors to bring down their sticker price without sacrificing performance. It also has a $6 billion market cap despite having generated only $14 million in revenue last year. That's crazy, right? So usually, I would say if you're looking at the balance sheet, you're looking at the financials, and they're just not adding up, to definitely stay away from that. But for this is one of those things where you got to trust your gut. And I can't tell you how many times, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it in past videos where I said I didn't trust my gut and I didn't buy into certain stocks that I had already did my homework on. This is a company that I've been doing my homework on, and yes, the financials aren't looking great so far, but you got to look long term, right? This isn't really a quick flip for me. This is not one of those things where I'm trying to, make $1,000 like I did off of GameStop, or, flip 500 here. I'm not trying to do that. This is one of my long-term holds because I definitely do believe in the EV sector and where we're headed with autonomous vehicles. That definitely will be a reality. But right now, I'm looking at the future for this company, Luminar Technologies. And right now, I think it's a great buying opportunity at $15 because if they can really pull this off with their technology and it actually gets more and more adopted by different companies, because they already have a contract with Volvo, and we'll actually get into that right here. So the Palo Alto based company may be bending light, but it isn't bending the truth when it comes to its relationship with Volvo. The Swedish automaker has partnered with Luminar to use uh, LAZR in new vehicles capable of hands-free, eyes-off highway driving beginning in 2022. That includes the upcoming Polestar 3 from Volvo's new electric car division, as well as a range of Volvo-branded cars and SUVs. That's no small endorsement. Meanwhile, the rest of the LAZR pack is still in development stage relationships with no orders to show for just yet. So, Volvo, big car company, right, has created a whole new kind of branch where they're going to be running these electric vehicles out. And Luminar Technologies has gotten that contract to use their technology in these vehicles. It's pretty big, right? Especially since they're just starting off. So the technology that they use basically is these 1550 nm wavelength lasers as compared to the 950 nm wavelengths used by competitors. So basically in this article they're talking about this is great, this is a great idea, right? But these lasers are super expensive. So how are we going to negate the costs of how much it takes to use this technology in vehicles? Well, basically they're talking about if they can perfect the architecture or the actual design of the vehicles, they might not have to use so many, different components and things that have to go into working with these lasers. So that's basically what they talk about in this article, and they just kind of try to encourage investors to not pay attention so much to the balance sheet, but just look at the future and where it could actually potentially go. So here's where they're talking about the cameras and kind of like comparing it to what Elon Musk is having in his vehicles. You can do all kind of processings to it and kind of guess at how far things are from each other, but ultimately is it a two-dimensional data. Radar is kind of the opposite. Radar is two-dimensional data as well, but instead of having lots of information here, you only have information radially. So you don't have the ability to understand what things are, but you can see how far away there might be something. And this is where they start bringing up Tesla and Elon Musk. So speaking of Tesla, Elon Musk is notorious for despising LAZR, and Tesla says that they can go at it along with cameras. So talk to us about your thoughts on that. Clearly, every LAZR manufacturer disagrees with Elon, but help us understand what are the limitations of camera technology versus LAZR. So, and he's just saying it's limited to 2 dimensions. It's a great article. Let me go ahead and show you guys what is going on tip ranks when it comes to Luminar Technologies. So right now, there has an 87.57% upside with a high estimate of $38 and a low estimate of $18. Moderate buy, only a 5 on the smart score, which is about neutral. But that's just because, like I said, they're not really meeting their financials right now. It's just a brand new company. This is one of those things to where it could potentially blow up huge. Something like Tesla, maybe. I don't know about that big, but I do feel like it could definitely be at least a $100 stock, if not more. And so getting in early on this right now could be one of the greatest investments ever that you could have. And for me, I'm going to trust my gut this time because there's been many times where I have not and I've missed out. And for me personally, I would, as crazy as it sounds, I would much rather lose money. Like, let's say I was going to throw $300 into a stock. I would much rather lose that $300 and it just tank and sell at like a 60% loss, 40% loss, than have done all my homework, all my research on that stock, put that $300 in and it go crazy and it skyrocket. Like, me missing out on that, I would much rather have just lost my money, because it just stings that much more when you see one of those companies go up crazy like that. And one of the past stocks that had actually happened recently to me where that actually happened was CEI, Camber Energy. I was talking about this on September 6th when it was just trading at 83 cents, and I already did my homework on this stock, and it just exploded. It exploded. Everybody knows that it's trading like crazy right now. So I should have bought in back then, but I didn't. And I'm not going to make that same mistake again with Luminar Technologies. So that's my piece on it, guys. Go ahead, check out that article. I'll leave the link in the description below. Let me know what you think on it. Are you thinking about investing in it as well? What do you think about LAZR technology or LAZR? Whatever it is, do you think that it can actually compete with Elon Musk's technology that he has in his Teslas? Or do you think that it's not going to do so good? That's all I got for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and check out those referral codes at the bottom so you can pick yourself up some free stocks with Public. as well as Webull and Robinhood. See you guys in the next one. Peace.